And we are live. Let me mute my browser. And here we go. Okay. So, how is everyone? Hey, good morning, Mike. Can you guys hear me okay? My browser just got rebooted. So, let me know in the comments if you can hear my voice okay. I just set up my computer. I just moved and it's a new setup for me. So, I want to make sure that everything is running smoothly. So, I had a list of things I wanted to talk about. I haven't live streamed in a while. Um, I moved, well, Mark and I moved to Ontario in the winter and it didn't work out. And I don't know. I guess I'll talk about that in another video. I don't really, look, I don't want to get sidetracked with that, but it was a bad deal. And we even ended up building a cabin. Okay, perfect. You can hear me? Great. Yeah, we built our cabin and I have a bit of footage about it, but I don't have that much. But times were so tough this winter that, it just, we didn't really feel like filming it. We didn't really feel like glorifying this cabin that we built in a lousy fucking place that ended up being no good. But lately, I'm making a lot of tree videos. I haven't been making talking videos. I haven't been making videos in my room. Uh, I haven't really been set up to do that. When I was doing live streams before in the winter, I had limited internet, and my internet provider would not provide where I was. So we were sharing our internet with the landlords and we were paying them. But again, they had limited internet, they had a finite amount. So after I would do like 4 live streams, the internet would run out, and then that was it. I couldn't fucking stream anymore. I couldn't do anything anymore. And they just cut it off there. And then they decided after about a month and a half that they didn't want to split their internet with us. And so, okay, no more live streams. And then I live streamed a couple of times from the coffee shop that had Wi Fi. But then YouTube fucking changed the rules and they didn't let you live stream from your mobile unless you had over 1,000 subs. So again, I know, wah, wah, wah. But Darren basically just started live streaming and he was telling me that I should quote unquote start live streaming too. And I started a while ago, but they kind of stripped my rights away. And I would like to start again. I'm late, it's 8 o'clock now. Usually I do them 5 a.m. in the morning and maybe 7 p.m. at night. I would like to get back to doing it again at that time. I like the 5 a.m. streams. I know not everyone tunes in, but they can watch them later. And I might do a 7 a.m. one, but anyway, I'm going to start doing it again because it's fun. I like doing it. I like fucking, giving little fucking updates and stuff and throwing a red pill in and interacting with you guys also. But I had a list of fucking things that I wanted to address today, but phone's in the other room. But I remember what most of them were. So I'm just going to go with it. I can't fucking stay too long because my computer is updating. It hasn't updated in a while. I just set it up. So we moved here. We're back in our old neighborhood, and it's fucked up, man, how things come full circle. But the old neighborhood was actually a good neighborhood. This is Il Perot. This is where Darren delivers sometimes, and he gets paid, 160% of his regular fare to come here. So he gets an extra 60%. So it's not a bad place. It's fairly quiet, but you can get away and you can get away with doing basically whatever you want. But it's still pretty industrialized also, which is good. The roads are nice and paved, so Mark and I can skateboard around everywhere. People don't really bother us about our dog, and that was for those of you that watch Darren's channel, I know a lot of you guys do, but we were going to move in together and it didn't work out. It's not his fault or anything like that, just because the place we found was too expensive. And the guy fucking raised the price on us after we said yes. And I didn't like that. And it was a lot of money. It was $2,000 a month. And it was going to be around $2,200 a month. So between three people, like, yeah, it's doable, but that's not, I, I don't want to pay fucking, $700 or $800 a month. That's not the way to save money. So all winter, basically, we moved to this fucking shithole town, and we thought that we were going to do a lot of business there, or just set up business there, just like we set up business here. And in 7 months there, we did one job there, and we did about 30 jobs in our old neighborhood. And every job was a big job, like, well, big. There's 500 to $1,000 a day or 2 days work, most of the time. And we would do that, but we'd have to take away the wood a lot of the time, and we'd have to bring the logs back home on the trailer. And just doing the estimate, just driving out there, it costs $20. Okay, it's not so bad, and it takes, like, let's say 2 hours to go there and back. Then doing the job with a trailer full of wood on the way back, it's like $60, and so you're almost in the hole $100, like, just to be able to do the job. And then anyway, we lost a lot of money. We blew a lot of our profit margins traveling, and we were paying $1,000 a month to live in a basement, and we didn't even have our own fucking door. Like, we had to go in through the fucking main door of the house and, like, go down the stairs, and the fucking ceiling was too low and shit, and we had to fucking duck. And yeah, it sucks, man. And in the winter, yeah, we had no fucking sink or anything in the kitchen, and we had no fucking sink in the bathroom. And then the guy redid the bathroom in the winter, and well, that took like fucking 3 months. So the entire time that he was redoing the bathroom, we had to use like the main bathroom upstairs. So taking a shit like in the middle of the night at like fucking 3 a.m. We had to like use a fucking bathroom that's attached to the master bedroom. And there's a door from the fucking bathroom to the bedroom that doesn't close properly. There's a crack. I took so many fucking loud dumps in that fucking place. And yeah, every time I had to piss, like, I'm not going to go upstairs every time I have to fucking piss, man. It's fucking tedious. And all the lights are off and everything. So I'll just fucking piss in jugs. Fuck yeah. And we left all the fucking piss jugs there when we left. So yeah, that's that. Fuck you, Jeb. And whatever. That's all I have to say about that for now. So anyway, yeah, Darren asked me why I made so many tree videos lately. And it's because that's what I'm doing now. So I'm doing that all the time. And the last like 6 or 7 videos I made are from a big job that I landed a couple of months ago, but I didn't charge enough. I didn't charge anywhere near enough, but I'm stuck in I'm not stuck in it. I've broken away from it in the past year since I've started my own business. Best fucking thing I've ever done. And it's unbelievable, the amount that Mark and I have learned in a year. And so this job, we had these 3 giant trees to take down. Well, we had to take down 2 of them, and one of them had to be trimmed. And I quoted the guy $3,000 to take down the tree and $1,000 to trim the other one. And it wasn't enough. So we trimmed one of them, and it took a couple of days. It took a really long time because they're really big. They're like 80 feet tall, but it was an experience. And then we cut down the other one, and it took a while. Fuck. It took like 3 weeks to do it. And the place is 40 minutes away, and there's lots of traffic going there. And we can't bring our truck into the back with a trailer, so it's tedious. And also, like, the trees are very tall, so it might be 40 feet, like, from crotch to crotch. So it's a lot of like straight climbing back and forth. And after 5 or 6 hours in the tree, like, you have to be like really careful. I do anyway. I got heat stroke before, and you don't feel it or see it coming. It just fucking knocks you out right away. So anyway, like, we would limit our work days to like, let's say 6 hours, like max. And we would head home before fucking rush hour traffic would fucking start. And, like, that's it. Wash, rinse, repeat. And every day I would go back there, and I would tell myself this is the day that I have to quit this job because it's too hard. It's too big. I can't do it. And every day I would go higher and higher, and then until we fucking did it. So, like, that's kind of one of the reasons all the tree videos, because I believe that I can make better videos doing that than just complaining about shit that I don't like. And the like hypergamy and stuff, it's the last thing on my mind. I think this is the next step, and what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to break away and become completely self-sufficient. Tried to do it last winter, didn't work, but we're going to change locations because every pond is different and it's going to work. We're still renting now. We don't really, I'm not going to say we don't have a choice because there's always a choice, but the alternative is not great right now. So we're here for a year, but it's our business stomping ground and all the customers are here. So it's perfect, and I'm going to look for my 5 mile sweet spot radius of ideal customers. And I want to talk, I want to mention a channel that I really like. His name is Keith Kalfas, Kalfas, and he's an entrepreneur, but he gives very practical advice. And I was following this guy before I started my business, but he gives very, very practical advice, business related, like even just like motivation oriented stuff, if that's what you guys are lacking. Because I know a lot of people tell me that they're just not motivated. And they ask me where I get my motivation. Like, I don't know, but I'm always motivated. Even when I'm not. Like, I get up and I do the same shit every day. I start the day with the same fucking workout, and like whether I feel like it or not, like I go and I get my shit done. And like again, wash, rinse, repeat. And I like being this way. And I've severed a lot of ties because of this. And it's like Dan Pena says, eagles don't fucking hang. And the higher you fly, the less you hang. Again, that's kind of why I'm making tree videos, and I have the opportunity to share this great footage. So why not? And like, yo, where the fuck is your footage? You know, like where is it? Like, when I started, when I found out about MGTOW, I thought it'd be so fucking cool because I was like skateboarding a lot, and I had like some fucking some footage from my snow removal job at the time when I was driving a tractor, and I thought there would be like a trailer for this thing, like a trailer for MGTOW kind of that, like maybe a couple of people would have made, just like a trailer for upcoming movies, and you would see like all the channels, and it would be like snippets of like all the different guys like fucking killing it in their own element. But there's none of that. It's a bunch of fucking avatars complaining on Google Hangouts. And it's not that I wanted to do something different. I started off like already different, and it just kind of overlapped with a small part of my philosophy, about not wanting to get married or cohabitate with a woman or any of that shit. Still pump and dump though. Fucking right. Like, so yeah, monk music, don't engage. He wants to debate me about the pump and dump versus like monkism. So in other words, he wants to get his fucking ass handed to him. Fuck. So yeah, anytime that's gonna fucking happen. And I'm wearing my fucking MAGA hat. Lights not great in here. There's no fucking lights in the fucking ceiling. I took them out. He had lamps everywhere. So I don't have any lamps. I'm used to having lights in my place, but now there's no lights. So, the fucking blue Trump hat, like it doesn't, well, it shows up pretty good. It's okay. But I have another one. I have a fucking Make America Great Again. So the Trump hat, it's a 5 panel, by the way, which I really like. But it's fucking faded, man, because I wear it a lot. And Darren was over yesterday and he was surprised that I was fucking wearing it. And it's sorry, I'm just reloading this, making sure I can see the chat and everything. Yeah, and he was surprised that I was wearing it. And we're talking about ways to like get out of a relationship. And I said, well, put your fucking MAGA hat on, like after you bang her, or like show it to her. And he's like, what? He's like, you do that? I'm like, well, oh, this was one of the first ones I made. Actually, thanks. But yeah, like most of the time, yeah, I always wear it. Yeah, I always wear it. Fucking who gives a fuck, man? Like I have my Trump hat at the skate park, and like there's a guy that has a fuck you Donald Trump hat, but he sucks at skating, and I'm fucking good at skating. So when the little kids fucking see us, like who do you think they're gonna grow up wanting to be like? The guy who sucks or the guy that's fucking good? So fuck that. This one's too big. It fucking pokes my ears out. But whatever. That's how you fucking got a mega. So yeah, Mike says I made a fucking bridge burner shirt. Yeah, this is the first one I made. First t-shirt ever, ever, ever. Uh it says first in, last out. And I think I have another one on the floor here. Hang on. Yeah, because I don't have a dresser or anything. So all my clothes are just folded on the floor that I washed in the bathtub the other night. Took about 4 hours. So I have this one. This one took a fucking long time to make. I'll try to unfold it so you guys can see. But it's the channel avatar. It took a fucking long time. I made it all by hand. But I have fucking screens now in the press so I can do it again. I was just drawing it, took a long time. And on the back, it's fucking Trump's face. And it says, keep your shitty weed. Because he's fucking building the wall. That's why he gets a pass right now. That's why I'm fucking wearing the fucking hat. Because I don't know. I don't agree with a lot of his foreign policy. He seems to put Israel first a lot, but he's still the God Emperor. So yeah, here's another one I made. Another bridge burner shirt I made when I got a little bit better at it. I like that one too. That one's clean. And the material is good too. And here's a tie-dye one. I made it about 3 years ago. I made it about 3 years ago when I was making no, probably 4 years ago when I was making my first YouTube videos. And Darren and Charles F. Gray have like a thing going where uh I think he's getting him the phone. But it's good, man, because I was kind of into filming. I'm just gonna straighten my mic out a bit. I was kind of into filming when I was younger, but nowhere nearly enough. And like I believe one of the reasons that I didn't pursue skateboarding like more seriously as a career choice when I was younger was it or something within skateboarding, like even being a filmer or working for fucking skate magazine or for a company, you know. But why I didn't take that more seriously, I guess, was that I didn't understand the importance and emphasis of filming at the time. I even had a camera. I had a camera when I was 18, and I was okay when I was 18. I wasn't as good as I am now, so yeah, maybe I was shit then. But because I'm gonna be fucking 40 in 4 years, but I learned three flips at 32 years old. So like anything's fucking possible. So when I had my first camera at 18, I never filmed because you get in the way and you're self-conscious and you don't want people to see you. And especially if you don't feel like you're good and you don't want to take 20 tries to do a trick and you don't want to block anything off, but this is all shit that you have to do. And you get over this shit like really fucking fast. I'm doing something fucking out of character. I'm using this fucking thing because we don't smoke in our new place. But it's not vaping if there's weed in it. But anyway, yeah, so that's you got to get over all that stuff to make videos, and it helps you get over that stuff too, and it helps you be less self-conscious. Like if you make talking videos outside in public and you're talking to the camera, like Darren, for instance, like when someone else walks by, he like clams up and he's like, "Oh, I don't like talking in front of people." Like Personally, I'm the other way. I don't even fucking notice them. Like, get the fuck out of my way. And the pop, oh, you ride a cruiser board all the time. Cool. Yeah, I have a filmer board. It's like it's a regular board, but it has riser pads on it. It has big soft wheels. So Mark can keep up like easily and film. And we can go over cracks and shit. So when we go to the store, we ride that. And it's regular shape, so we can do ollies and stuff on it. So if you guys watched a couple of Darren's latest videos, if you know about the popcorn story, some big fat motherfucker, fucking beta fucking cuck got jealous of his, hey, thought police, what's up, man? Got jealous of his relationship, his flirtatious relationship with the hostess at the restaurant. And the guy gave him shit. And Darren apologized to him like about 12 fucking times. And I'll tell you, man, like after like the 11th time, like I'll say sorry, you know, even sometimes like I'll placate people even though I don't believe it. But, and it's very rare that I'll say sorry, even if I'm wrong. Like, fuck that. Like, let them work for my affection. So, but yeah, after like the 11th time of saying sorry, I probably would have told him to go fuck himself. But I don't think I would have lasted 11 times. I'll tell you a little story later about that after I finish this one. It's my little segue into it. So then Darren went back like a week later and he jokingly asked the hostess for more popcorn. And she says, she's like, sure, or whatever, you know? And he says, no, I'm just kidding. I'm never going to fucking ask for popcorn here again. So the manager and his fucking goon, like the busboy or something, they follow Darren outside and they start fucking yelling at him. And the manager threatens to call the cops. And like, oh man, it was crazy. So the manager threatens to call the cops. And, and he's like, oh, I never come here again. So, and then he, like, you know, I left a comment on the video and he made another video and he's like basically begging me not to go there. And it's like, dude, man, if I went there, first of all, despite what I wrote in the comments, I wouldn't be like, hey, Darren, the Uber driver sent me. I'll like go there and like maybe order food or something like that and get the guy to serve me and, you know, take my own measure of him. Like, and no, like, I don't get revenge for people like just because. Like, get your own fucking revenge. But this guy is worth checking out to me. It's fucking interesting to me. He's in my fucking neighborhood. So, like, if he fucked with Darren, maybe he fucks with everybody. Like, maybe he'll try to fuck with me too. Maybe I can have a fucking laugh about it because I'm not self conscious of doing things like that. See my white trash asshole fucking customers video. If you want to see what it's like when a customer gets in my fucking face. And this is years ago. This is like fucking 3 years ago. Like I was like still like blue pilled in many ways then because I was a fucking slave to the fucking companies that I worked for, which is fucking not good. That's another reason for all the tree videos. I'm trying to show you that if I can break out, you know, you can too, and break out in your own way. And like we can all fucking do it, you know, and let's make a fucking trailer and let's do something cool. Let's make this fucking thing that we have appealing. Like, you know, beyond like the fucking pile of fucking folded bathtub clothes behind me, you know? So, no, look, I'm probably not gonna do anything with the popcorn guy. Probably not, because I don't really have time for that. I have more important things to do. But a few weeks ago, about this big job that we're on now. Well, we're not on it anymore. Like, anyway, whatever, fuck. So, after a very dangerous morning of work, and it was one of those mornings where I told myself I was going to have to quit, and I didn't. And we got crazy shit done that day. Well, after that, like, we were in a fucking parking lot, and I was taking a piss. Yeah, thought police. If you apologize for something you didn't do wrong, you're just making yourself a target. Yeah, exactly. Fuck. Like 100%. Like, and yeah, so after this crazy day of work, I was pissing in a parking lot. So like right next to my truck, So the car parked like closest to me. This fucking guy is like sitting in his fucking car smoking cigarettes, and he fucking screams. He says, "Hey," he says, "What the fuck are you doing?" I said, "I'm taking a piss, man." And he says, "Why?" And then I said, "Mind your own fucking business. It doesn't concern you." So then he says, "What are you, a faggot?" And I said, "You're the one that's looking at my dick. You're the fucking faggot, man." I said, "Stop fucking looking at me." So he says, "What'd you say?" I said, "You fucking heard me." I said, "Now fuck off. Go mind your own fucking business. Drive away." And so he says, "Hey, come here." So he calls me over to his fucking car. So I walk over to his car, and he's like, look at this. And like, he has like the window rolled down, and in his lap, it's about this long, shows me a little folding knife. And he says, "Look at this, motherfucker." He says, "Do you have any idea what it would do to you?" By the way, this story didn't happen. I'm making it up, okay? It's like hypothetical. So, yeah, so he says, "Do you have any idea what the fuck this would do to you?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, okay." I said, "Hold on." And then he's about to get out of the car. I said, "No, no, no." I said, "Stay in the car. Stay in the car. See what I show you before you decide to get out." I said, "I'm going to give you a chance." And he says, "What the fuck?" I said, "Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there." So I go to my truck, and, you know, I pull the first axe out that I have, which is not the big one. And it's not one of the 7 chainsaws that are in the toolbox either, but it's one of like the 9 axes that I have right underneath. And so I fucking walk up to his fucking car with the axe in my hand. I'm like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "Where's your knife now?" And I fucking poke it like inside his fucking open window, and I'm waving the fucking head of it like just inches in front of his face. And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, take your little knife." I'm like, "What are you gonna?" I'm like, "Open it up, open it out. Come on." I'm like, "You want to fucking play?" I'm like, "Let's fucking play." I'm like, "Get out, get out, get out. Show me your knife. Get out. Show me your knife." And he says, "No." He says, "What are you gonna do with that?" He says, "You're gonna cut me up with it." I said, "No." I said, "I'm gonna fucking ram the butt end right between those stupid looking fucking eyes of yours, and then you're gonna get the fuck out of here when you fucking wake up." But I said, "I don't need it, but it's to fucking prove a fucking point." And he says, "Man," he says, "you're crazy." I said, "Yeah, I am. Fucking next time someone fucking takes a piss near you, you should mind your own fucking business." And he had a Batman t-shirt on, and I'm like, "Oh, Batman." I'm like, "You think you're fucking Batman?" I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here." Yeah, and like it was really funny. It felt fucking great, even though it didn't fucking happen. And there's a guy for working for CAA, which is like AAA. It's like fucking towing company, and he was like fucking 2 fucking parking spots over, like with his window down, like eating lunch or whatever. And he had his arm out the window, and he like watched the whole thing, and he was laughing and shit. And anyway, the next day I saw Darren, and I told Darren the story. And he says, "Oh, he says, you should be careful about like, who would see it or like whatever." And, I wouldn't do that because, I wouldn't want to get in trouble. And it's like, yeah, maybe that's fair. And like, but whatever. Fuck. Again, this didn't happen. But again, like worry about getting in trouble. It's like asking permission. My dad, like whenever I do anything, like whenever I do a job, my dad will ask me where I put the wood. And I'm like, "Oh, I put it in my backyard. And he's like, "Did you ask the landlord?" I'm like, "No, fuck." It's like, "You should." I said, "Why?" Like, what do I care? Fuck. If I don't ask, then he can never say no. And then if he tells me after, well, it's already done. "Oh, I didn't know." "Oh, why didn't you ask?" "Because I didn't fucking care." Like, that's it. And, you can ask everyone on the street permission to do something. You're eventually going to find someone that says no. So is that an excuse to not do it? Like, I know that people don't like a lot of the things that I do. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to fucking do them anyway. That's it. This is fucking bad advice, but this is how I fucking do things. And so far, so good. It's fucking working well, and it's working well only since I stopped worrying about consequences like that. So I believe that's called your id. So listening to your id opposed to your ego, because the ego psychologically isn't what like people make it out to be. in conversation. Like your ego is like cockiness and stuff like that. That's not really what it is. Your ego, it's pretty much the opposite of that. Your ego is what tells you, hey, you might get in trouble. Your id is like the pure fucking animal instinct, like fuck, fight, flight, or like feed, basically. Like that's your id. And I think that, anyway, whatever, fuck. Whatever. I was gonna fucking make a point about alphas and stuff like that, but whatever. About how they're more id oriented, and the betas will listen to their fucking ego, but the sigma listens to fucking no one. So again, that's maybe another reason for the tree videos, proving my fucking sigma hood in the fucking in what we should have a trailer for already. But there are very few fucking channels that showcase like cool shit, man. And I like live streaming and I like making talking videos, but I like fucking showing what I can do also. And you get a lot better also if you film yourself. Like if you film yourself doing anything, especially if you put it on YouTube to be scrutinized publicly, like you start holding yourself to a fucking higher standard, even if it's only a slightly higher standard. Like it's bound to happen. It has to, unless you're a fucking retard. Fuck. Like or like I don't know. Like maybe you don't watch your videos because you put out so many, but if you have to edit your videos, then guaranteed, like you become very familiar with what you look like doing what you do, like whatever it is. How you skateboard or how you fucking play music or how you fucking slouch your shoulders or whatever. If you have to film a video or upload let's say a 15-minute skate video, it might have fucking 3 hours of footage that needs to be sorted through, and it might take 5 hours of editing. And even though like you don't necessarily want to watch all the missed tries, like you end up like going through them anyway, like as you're fucking sifting through it. It might not be in real time, but you see everything. And looking at your mistakes, it gives you fucking countless fucking opportunities to improve your technique. That's why another reason again for the fucking first person, the GoPro fucking tree videos, because I can remind myself of what I was doing that day and the outcome of what I did. Yeah, man. I didn't stream for a while. Yeah, fucking internet was limited where I was. Thought police. I liked fucking streaming too. Fuck. I liked the guys that were fucking. We had like a family fucking vibe going, and for the short time that it lasted, and it was fucking sick because even though it was at 5 a.m., like as soon as I would fucking go on, like it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, there'd be between 5 and 10 people in the chat most of the time. And we had some fucking good talks. And yeah, I was very, very surprised by the loyalty, I guess. Oh, loyalty. I'm not going to call it that, but call it whatever you want. But for lack of a better word, I'll call it loyalty. But yeah, I was really fucking happy that you guys tuned in. And another thing I want to talk about is making revenue on YouTube. Now, okay, I'm not virtue signaling here. I don't have a problem with this. I think it's good. I think if you have a skill set, you should fucking market it. You should capitalize on it. I don't like it's. I have a PayPal and everything. It used to be set up. My channel used to be monetized years ago, but I wanted to sell a fucking product on it, like instead of just ask for donations, because I wanted to offer something tangible. But if you're making videos, like you are offering something tangible, like it's the video, and videos cost fucking money to make, because it's, even though, okay, let's say you don't need to rent out a production set for every video you make, the equipment still has to be fucking invested in. You still need a camera or a phone. You still need internet. You still need basic minimum stuff, even if all you're going to do is turn the camera on and talk. But if you're going to put some production values into your videos, and if you're going to go out and film, I mean, like you should love doing it. That should be the main reason. But if people want you to keep doing it and they're like, hey, can you make a video about this or about this? Like, yeah, sure. But at the same time, like if there's no incentive for you to make it, and you have to work some fucking minimum wage job to fund these videos that people love watching but won't help fund, then you're kind of fighting a very hard uphill battle. So I understand, but having said that, all my fucking filming equipment, all my camera equipment, all my computer and everything, that was all paid for before I started fucking filming. So, there was never really an incentive for me to ask for money to keep the production values of my channel going because the production equipment was already there. And I only wanted to film things that I was doing or things that were on my mind as opposed to going out of my way and like doing something like having a Google Hangouts debate with some avatar that I never heard of because someone like fucking tries to like put us together to like make us argue. Like, dude, like that's a fucking complete waste of time to me. But like what I'm doing throughout the day, like I think that's fucking interesting. Not everything I do, but some of the stuff. So try to like offer something that's on the way. It doesn't fucking cost me too much either. But even skate videos, I like to film, but the camera, the fucking fisheye lens, all fucking editing programs, like, it fucking costs money. So I don't have a problem with people that fucking ask for donations or offer exclusive content on their channel. But I don't donate because first, I sank all my money into my fucking business. I always do. Like for this business, everything I earn practically goes fucking back into it for like equipment and stuff to make the job easier. I'm not compulsive that way, but I've come a long way in a short while, so that's just how it ended up turning out. But I make all my own shit when I can. I repair all my own stuff if I can. And it's Charles F. Gray would appreciate this, but I showed Darren this yesterday. But I got a free pair of work boots because one of the lace holes ripped on my old work boots. I haven't even had them for a year. And I brought them back to the store and I asked the guy if there was anything I could do, like where to take the boots to the shoemaker to fix the fucking lace loop. So he called the company and he said they'll replace them. We just need the old pair. So I brought back the old pair. They gave me the new pair and they let me keep the old pair. So, look at this. Look at these fucking boots, man. Like crazy, eh? It's fucking. That's sick, eh? $500. Cost me zero. Charles F. Gray, you'll appreciate that. Thought Police says I'm kind of resilient to donate because I've seen people get doxxed by the guy they donate to. Yeah, that could happen too. Yeah, I could see that happening. And another thing I always wanted to do, which I haven't done. I've done like 3. Hey, Taryn Marine, what's up, man? I've done like 3 product reviews or 2 product reviews, and they've just been for skate shoes. But which is anyway, whatever, fuck. But I wanted to do product reviews on fucking all my fucking chainsaw and climbing equipment. And because I've fucking bought a lot of shit and a lot of the stuff I have, it has not been reviewed. Hey, I'm pretty good, man. Pretty good. We just moved. And talking about how I wanted to get into doing product reviews for some of my fucking equipment and shit. And this, yeah, like I'll give my good and my bad fucking comments on fucking all my chainsaws and my boots and my pants and like, all the stuff I fucking invested in because I think fucking people are fucking curious. And a lot of the stuff that I've done that I bought, like, anyway, there's some little fucking tips and tricks that I think people would really fucking appreciate. Like my climbing spikes, for example. No, I don't have them in my room, but when I bought them, they were fucked up and I restored them for, well, it cost a little bit of money, but I restored them. All the work on my trailer, I did it myself. Most of my climbing setup, I repair myself. And I think a lot of people will be fucking interested in finding out how that's done. But on to the donations and shit like that. This is beyond donations, but like I would like, let's say if I review a fucking chainsaw, I would like the fucking chainsaw company to fucking say, hey, yeah, I got the Kevlar protective gear, man. Fuck yeah. And I was just showing people my fucking new boots that I got for free. Check that shit. Lime green. How fucking sick is that? Even the pants are lime green because that's how well they know me. At the store, they know it's my favorite fucking color. And they got like fucking lime green inserts. Yeah, it's fucking cool, man. So I would like to review all this stuff, and the guys at the store said even if I reviewed their stuff, that they could fucking hook me up with some free shit. So that's fucking cool for me, man. I would like that. I would like free shit from doing work for it. Like again, like I don't have a problem with people asking for donations, but I wouldn't ask. I guess I would rather just like be given like payment for work that I've done. So that's why I never have my PayPal up there or anything like that because like my talking videos and that I'm happy to fucking share my thoughts with you guys and like my work videos too. I'm happy to fucking share that shit with you guys because it fucking helps me fucking improve. And I think as a indirect effect, yeah, I could maybe throw advertising on my videos. But I think too it helps other people. Like just look, man, I don't even have a year experience and I'm doing like fucking crazy jobs now. So man, anyone can do it like with the right amount of motivation. You just have to you don't have to do anything, you just have to fucking do it. So now what happened because my friend Monk Music, he's sent me money a couple of times. Not for my content, but before I started my business when I was in dire straits and I was driving a grease truck and like all this other shit. But he has sent me money a couple of times and really helped me out through PayPal. And the last time he sent me money, my bank account was frozen and it didn't go through and he didn't get it back. And I think it was about $200 too. And anyway, I told him not to send it, but it was already too late. So, man, I missed one. Anyway, it's a long story, but yeah, Dave's fucking cool guy. And yeah, the suppliers, retailers, that's a fucking good idea. I will do that. It's nice to have the internet again. The videos I've been uploading lately, I was putting them on a USB key and bringing them over to my parents' house and uploading it on their computer when I was in the area. That's why that's another reason there haven't been any talking videos because I didn't really have a place to do it, And in the car, like I'd be on the way to the job and I'd be like stressing out and shit, you know. Like it got okay towards the end, but Mark and I like that was we had a tough like past month with those giant trees, so it's pretty much over for now. And we've been doing like one or two other jobs on the side, like every week, also, to keep us tied over. So it's fucking good. But anyway, my PayPal, like attached to my bank account, they wouldn't let me or anyone access money that anyone had sent. And I just got a letter. Well, a letter, no, I got a text fucking 2 days ago saying that my bank account and maybe my credit cards, I'm not sure, but possibly, but it's all been handed over to a collection agency. So that's it. It's done. And it sucks because last summer, I paid $15,000, 1.5, in one lump sum off on 2 credit cards. And I think I owed like $6,000 still. And I owed $2,000 to the bank. And then one credit card was paid off completely. And one of them I owed $4,000 to. Still, man, I was going to pay off the rest all summer. And I was making like pretty big payments every month. And, sometimes even more than once a month. And then about 6 months into it, the minimum or the fucking due date. Anyway, I should have paid it earlier, but the first of the month was on a Sunday, I think. And even though I fucking paid the day before, the payment didn't get processed until fucking like 3 days later. And they fucking took my credit down from like $9,000 to like $2,000. So I just stopped using it. And I was so fucking mad and I couldn't use my fucking bank. And like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna fucking use all my fucking what meager assets I have to like pay minimum payments that are just interest on interest on interest. Like, fuck that, man. I needed to fucking survive. So no, man, we kept putting money into our business and fuck that. So it's all been handed to a collection agency. So it's done. It's added to the list of like the 10 other fucking collection agencies that call me every day. Yo, block, 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 block. It's as simple as that. Terra Marine, no, Darren and I are not going to share a living space. Not anytime soon, anyway. The place that we found, it was fucking over $2,000 a month. And Darren was confident, but I was not in being able to fucking or wanting to fork over like $700+ a month, when our goal was to get to like half that. So Mark and I found a place. It was kind of tough to find, but it's a pretty nice place. And Darren has a great deal too. He's paying $300 a month and he has fucking everything. I think he's going to move into a van eventually. Like when he fucking like has his fucking like black pill moment kind of, and he realizes that everything is pretty much a monkey off his back. Man, if I could, I would do that. I want to. I want a new work truck. Like, yeah, man, it's just rent. It's just rent. And the dude was supposed to include everything, and like the place was fully furnished and everything. But whatever, who cares? It's a shithole, and it has a swimming pool in the backyard and everything. And it was supposed to include internet and hydroelectric and all this stuff. And after we said yes, he told us that he had to add hydroelectric on the side because he wasn't making enough. I'm like, fuck you, man. Your house is a fucking shithole, first of all. And like, yo, I'm not paying like fucking double some guy's fucking mortgage. And it's the other thing too, like my work has put a lot of things into perspective because I don't charge enough for what I do. And last year I just wanted to get my foot in the door, so I was trying to undercut everybody. But this year I'm getting a better idea of what the jobs are worth. I'm getting a better idea of what I'm worth. So I have the minimum that I charge and I have a fucking formula that I follow. And if people don't like it, tough shit, big deal. Fuck. If I feel like it, I might give someone a fucking break, but never because they ask or never because they fucking demand it, ever. So, I'm learning. I'm learning. So this week, for example, we have a job on Thursday or Friday. It's our choice. And it's not going to take the whole day and we're going to get $900. And it's not that gnarly. It's fucking perfect. Fuck. It's perfect right in that sweet spot. We have another job on Wednesday this week or anytime next week. It's going to take a little bit longer, but it's going to be a lot of fun. $600 because it's a return customer from last year. And he was really fucking cool with me last year. Last year, he was like the third or fourth job I ever did. And I told him I could do it. And I got there and I fucking couldn't do it. And I tried going up the fucking tree and I couldn't do it. And I told him, like, I'm really sorry. I'm like, I can't fucking do it. I'm like, I can do your other trees if you want, or I can charge you less. And he was like, yeah, don't worry about it. He's like, just do whatever you can. So this guy is fucking cool. So yeah, I gave him like a deal this year, but it's cool. So, there's $1,500 this week in the water, like for me and Mark. And we're going to split it up at our fucking rate that we split it up at, which kind of varies from job to job. But yeah, and the property with the pool, yeah, adding to the workload. And yeah, it never fucking ends, thought police. And not only that, it's one thing having a pool when everything is fucking paid for and you can afford to have it running the whole time because the fucking landlord is fucking paying for it. But when you have to fucking maintain it, like, yo, and on a rental property, like, fuck that, man. Like, fuck that. And I work fucking way too hard for the money that I make to fucking give it all away to this fucking guy. And the guy too, the landlord, like, I knew him from years ago from skateboarding. He fucking sucks at skateboarding. And this guy, man, used to come fucking skateboarding with me and my friends. There'd be fucking 5 of us that would go every week. And they would, like, I would drive. I don't like fucking sitting in the back seat, sitting bitch in the back seat when I have a nice truck with like a bench seat in the front. It's pretty comfortable. So like Every time we would go skateboarding, this guy and his brother would get a lift and they would never fucking pay for gas or anything like that. And not only that, like we would fucking smoke weed on the way there. And like, Mark and I would always be prepared. Like we would have our joints rolled in advance and everyone else would smoke off them. And then on the way back, this guy and his brother would roll a joint for themselves in my fucking truck, man, and not fucking share. And they're in their 30s living with their parents still because their parents had told them, stay at home as long as you can. We're not going to charge you, save all your money, and never fucking ever pay your way. I'm not fucking shitting you, man. And another guy told me this. He's like, yo, be careful of those two fuckers. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to rent from him 5 years later. Still, I was warned, but, let bygones be by. No, no, no. Fuck that. As soon as we said yes, this guy fucking raised the price. Yeah, fuck you, man. Fuck you. And he called me like fucking a million times after. Yo, keep calling me, motherfucker. Yo, like, even if I wasn't mad, like, I'm mad now. That's the best way to like get under my skin. Tell me to hurry up. Tell me to hurry up, and you just fucking picked up your own fucking branches, pal. Like, the job's done. I'm canceling the contract. And anyway, I wanted to talk about like, yeah, donations and shit like that. Like, that's like my thoughts on it. Like, if one day I get a bank account again and I can link it up to PayPal, then who knows? Who knows, man? But I should get a bank account. But look, for the time being, man, like I don't even have a fucking bed, man. I'll show you my bed. This is my bed. It's a fucking blanket. I have other blankets too, but again, that's my room. Clothes that I wash in the bathtub, my brand new boots, my fucking fly ass boots, fuck, my Kevlar pants, yeah, some climbing equipment, my computer. Like, there's like fucking, yeah, they have credit unions in Canada. And that's true too about the insurance. Yeah, or a cat or something. And the pool didn't have a cover on it. And it's an above ground pool. It's like a pepper pool. Pepper is a derogatory term for French Canadian, by the way, because they're fucking trash. Ask Darren about that. Darren, by the way, Darren came over yesterday. Always good to see Darren. And Darren wants to do live streams. He wants to do fucking live streams together, but he specifically wants me to start doing live streams because he just started like a few weeks ago, and he says I should start. And I was explaining to him I was doing it in the winter, but I lost my internet. But now I have it again, so I can do it again. And he's like, yeah, you should start. So I'm starting to do live streams now for you, Darren, because you told me to. But I also don't want to cut into his at 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna be ending this in a few minutes. But I'm gonna be streaming every day now, every weekday, because I'm gonna get back onto the routine that I was at. I have fucking fiber optic internet now. It's the fastest that they fucking. It's the fastest that they offer. So it should be good. Thought police, am I the only one having connection issues? Oh, I don't mean to sound grim, but I hope so. But I hope they fucking improve on you. I hope they fucking get better because it's a fucking okay. Terra Marine solid on his end. It's a pain in the ass when your internet's not fucking working. And I've gone through so much fucking garbage, man. I know how it is, man. I was look the truth. I was trying to get set up for fucking 5 a.m. this morning, but it wouldn't let me use the Google Hangout plugin because that's what I use to stream. I don't use encoding software. I'm not proficient with any encoding software yet. So keep it stupid simple. It's simple stupid. That's it. That's why I have an Apple also. I mean, it's not because I agree with their fucking leftist fucking socialist like totalitarian takeover, nothing like that. I was using Apple like long before I knew any of that. It's just because I was too stupid to fucking make a PC work. and I never used my computer to game or anything like that. I always used it just to make videos and shit. And Apple, right out of the box, is very easy for that. So, like, that's why I use Mac. But lately, I've been very disappointed in them. For the past like 2 years, I would say I've been very disappointed in them because they keep restricting features that are otherwise very useful. And anyway, they restrict it because they come out with a new version of the program that you have to pay for, obviously. So it's true, if you love your computer or any, well, I guess more your computer than another piece of machinery, but or whatever electronics. But if you love your computer, then the best is not to update it. Yeah, like you might be able to use Duo APK to do a one-on-one with Darren and stream with Darren that way. Yeah, that's something worth looking into. I know Darren started to use OBS also, and I was going to start using it a couple of years ago because I wanted to make talking head videos. Well, talking head videos. Sorry, I wanted to use my head as a fucking overlay, like with green screen and back, like Mark Dice. But I can do it, and I wanted to make commentary, and I wanted to be able to pause and play the commentary, and I can do that with QuickTime, and my computer comes like standard with pretty much the latest version of QuickTime all the time. It's an Apple product, and yes, I know everyone hates QuickTime, everyone hates iMovie. Yeah, I know. Yeah, just get a new computer. Just it's no, well, I like QuickTime. I like iMovie. I've been using iMovie for like fucking over 10 years. I'm not going to change editing programs just because someone that's never edited a fucking skate video tells me I should. It's fucking retarded, fuck. Like, but yeah, anyway, it's part of my fucking defensive rant. Red Pill Mystic. Yo, what's up, man? Catching the end of the stream, unfortunately. But yeah, Duo is, I find it better than fucking Google. I find it has fucking better audio quality. I've been talking to Monk Music sometimes from across the pond, and yeah, we use Duo, and the fucking even for video calls, it's fucking crystal clear. It's I fucking like that app. Fuck yeah, sorry man. It took me a while to fucking make to get online this morning. Red Pill Mystic. I wanted to get online earlier, but I had some issues with my lack of encoding software and explaining why I'm too stupid to do any of that shit, which is why I have a fucking Mac. But oh, you make Red Pill vids too. That's cool. Yeah. I haven't seen you in the chat before, but yeah, welcome. Anyway, the video is going to go up anyway. Yeah, I will. I check out all your videos, by the way. Everyone in the chat, all my subscribers. Like I think it's really gay what YouTube did or how they're fucking against sub for sub, because the way they define sub for sub is so fucking broad. It's so broad, and they remove your subscribers sometimes if they fucking think that it's like a sub for sub. Immediately when I started my channel, like, and I started making MGTOW vids like a few years ago, right away when people would comment and then you get the notification saying that they subscribed, you go to their channel right away and see if they have content too, and you want to fucking check their content out and you sub to them. Because if you're making videos and if people are subbing to you and shit, like, man, it's a lot. I don't have time to fucking watch everyone's videos. I'm making my own videos. I'm doing other stuff. But there's a lot of people that consume fuck, which is fine. Like, like it's, like participate in the comments and in the chat because that's needed also. Otherwise, like, it's just videos with no one to fucking watch them or share them. Like, yeah, Taryn Marine, you sent Dick Marks over here. He's a fucking cool guy, man. I appreciate that. So even though, and I enjoy your company also. So even though you don't make content, like, you still have fucking red pills to contribute. And, you do in your own way. So, I appreciate that. So I think that, a lot of people have something to offer. Oh, who's my favorite skater now? You like Dustin Dollin? Do you like the Death Wish guys? I don't know who I like now. I like Tori Pudwill. He's cool. I like his style. He pops fucking high, and he does cool tricks, and he has lots of fun when he skates. Oh, cool. You met Dustin or Tori? Um, yeah, fuck, man. What was I gonna say? And oh yeah, it's funny because Darren wanted me to oh, he's gonna be live in 2 minutes, supposedly. You better fuck. But and he changed his fucking name, the name of his live stream. He should change it back to Morning Coffee with Darren. It's the best morning coffee stream ever. Oh, cool. He met the Baker team. That's cool. I would like to go skateboarding today. It's fucking yo DGK. Oh fuck, man, that's easy. Sorry, Red Pill Mystic. Josh Kalis, my favorite skater, hands down. Josh Kalis. There's okay. I'll end it on this note. There's there's a fucking amazing fucking documentary on YouTube called "Epically Latered Josh Kalis," and it's fucking great, man. It's like a MGTOW story. Like yeah, as a kid later on and shit, but that's not the point. The point is he goes against the grain. He gets fucking kicked out of his fucking house when he's a fucking kid, and he just fucking moves away. And he's one of the most. He's over 40 now, and he's still like super successful. And he invested his money properly and stuff like that when people weren't investing properly. Yeah, Antoine Dixon was crazy too. So epically, I'm gonna put it into the chat here. I'm not gonna throw the link up because I don't have it, but I'm just gonna type it. But it's good. It's very inspirational. Uh, yeah, Red Pill Mystic says the Antoine Dixon one was crazy. It was, man. This is like what happens when you give someone too much money and freedom that's not ready for it yet. And this guy like fucking lost himself in drugs. But like I think he's back now and he's like semi-sane or sane even, and he went to jail and shit. And then it's pretty depressing, fuck. But then you watch the Josh Kalis one after the basically went from rags to riches, and it's fucking awesome. And another great video that I'm gonna put up here is uh The Man Who Sold the World. That's another great video. It's about this guy. You can search that on YouTube. It's fucking awesome. Even if you don't like skateboarding, it's fucking awesome. The second one, The Man Who Sold the World. This guy, Steve Rocco. This guy is like on like he's like the Donald Trump of skateboarding, and he started off as a professional, but more of a fucking businessman later. And this is a story about how he fucking went against the grain and was the little dog biting at the fucking big dog. And then he just fucking flipped everything around. He changed all the rules. Fuck. See it in the 70s. Yeah, Stevie Williams too. Amazing entrepreneur. All these people that we're talking about, like you can watch stuff with them on YouTube. It's all there, and they're fucking awesome, man. Yeah, like he is cocky in real life, both of them. And Steve Rocco is a fucking nut now. Last I heard from him, he was like he went to court because he stole ketchup or something from some restaurant, and he sued them because they wanted the ketchup. It's fucking some retarded shit. But basically, in the 70s, no, I'm not even gonna say anything. Watch the documentary. Watch the documentary, and we can. I'll make another video talking about it because it's fucking really good. It's really fucking good. But anyway, man, this was a lot of fun. I'm gonna be back streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna try to stream at fucking 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's fucking early, but that's when I started doing it. So I'm gonna keep doing it for a little bit like that, and then once I build my the chat base up a little bit, and I'll find out what time is best for everybody. And Fucking everybody, the greater good. We'll decide about the greater good arbitrarily together, like a fucking good communist fucking think tank. No, but if a lot of people can't tune in at fucking 5 and they're like, yo, do it at 7 instead. I'm like, yeah, cool, man. No problem if I'm not fucking working that day, but I like the 5 because I can stream for up to 2 hours before I even have to fucking leave if I work that day. But anyway, we will see. But Eastern Standard Time, 5 a.m. tomorrow. Now go fucking check out Darren's stream on MGTOW is the only way to live. If he's not streaming now, I don't know if he is yet, but leave a comment on one of his videos. Tell him to fucking get his ass in gear. Maybe I'll send him a text. Tell him to fucking get his shit together. And oh yeah, I have a fucking guest that's gonna be staying here. I'm not gonna say who, but we were talking about him before. So no, it's not. It's not Josh Kalis or Stevie Williams. It's another MGTOW, one of my friends. So that's gonna be very fucking cool. So look forward to more content with this fucking unnamed feature guest. All right, guys, take care. Great talking to all of you.